equipped for this game.
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So it's down to business here. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. Kone. That has been cut short. Al-Hamadi. Doué. Could move up a gear here. And there's the shot! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
France break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Doué. Kone. And it's Koundé. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Cleared away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tchouaméni. Digne. Dembele. Doué. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Dembele. Takes the shot! He's got away with one there. And he cuts out the supply. Tchouaméni. Koundé. Upamecano. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. And it's played forward. Played back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. Chouameni. Upamecano. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, now the ball in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out again for a throw-in. Chouameni. And here's Dembele. And it's Kone. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Aim forwards. Al-Hamadi. That's going to go a long way. Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Hit into the middle. Too much distance on that. Chouameni. Upamecano. Kone. Elise. Koundé. Elise. Dembele. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Digne. Saliba. Upamecano. Kone. Koundé. Kone. Elise. And here's Mbappe! Elise plays it short. And here's Kone. And it's Dembele. Doué! Oh, he's been flattened there. Dembele looking sharp there. Time, excellent interception. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. Oh, this is a Doué! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's Digne. Kone. Doué. Chouameni. France are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Kone's cross. Danger averted for now. It's Dembele! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. Kone gets good distance on it. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Upamecano clears it away. What a throw in. Mbappe. Doué running with the ball, cuts out the pass. Iraq opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
They get a throw in. Oh, that's neat. Quarter of an hour played. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Doué. Olise! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Digne. Aim forwards. Dembele. Olise. Olise! And another try! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Doué. Over to the left. That has found him in acres of space. And he's there to clear it. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Upamecano. Upamecano shifted upfield. Dembele thinks one through, cleared away, and reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Mbappe. And it's been taken short. Cross goes in there. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He'll try to... Oh, they could be caught out here. Kone played out to the left flank. Back in once more. Olise goes short. Traumeri. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's a throw-in. Played into space out wide. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Saliba. Chouameni, gently done. Olise. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's aimed into the middle.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Saliba makes the interception. Chouameni. Dembele. And it's played forward. Al-Hamadi. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Iraq clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Olise given the lift of his goal. Dembele. Mbappe finds himself offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Chouameni. Upamecano, gently done. Olise, forwards and with intent. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Doué. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Olise with the short one. Koundé's cross. Only partially clear. Traumeri. Kone played out towards the right wing. Looks a good ball through. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Saliba. Olise. Mbappe. He's got space in the area. Oh, can he get onto this? Koundé. Olise. And here's Doué. Koundé. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Saliba, Chouameni, Upamecano, Olise, Kone, and it's Doué, and here's Mbappe, Olise! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's there to get it away. That's really well manoeuvred. And they've got rid. Aim forwards. Saliba with the clearance. Iraq have got it back and they'll have another go. It's a threatening ball. He can get that clear. Moved on forwards. Upamecano clears it away. Clipped into space. Decent chance! Volleyed effort.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Dembele. Mbappe, back when it goes. And that was very necessary.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And it's played forward.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's found a way through. Dembele. It's Dembele! That was mighty close. Well, that's well seen too. Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Kone. Doué, gently done. Played out wide. Digne. Great chance! That's going to go a long way. Olise. Might be danger. He's had a shot! Could be danger here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Olise. And here's Doué. And that's been won straight back. And here's Dembele. Chouameni. Olise chips it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Chouameni. And here's Dembele. And here's Mbappe! Same again, same outcome. Oh, Red, nice interception. Olise. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Now, who's going to be first to this? France heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Looking for a corner. That's not going far. Up he goes! Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Picks it up out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele. Dembele. Kone. And it's Dembele. And here's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. Chouameni. Played into space. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Calmly anticipates. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. And there's green grass. Mbappe! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France find a position of real strength now. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's just beyond his reach. Upamecano. Digne. Digne chooses to go cross-field. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Kone. Olise. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. And he should have made it 4.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And it's played forward. Digne. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Doué. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Doué. Great defending, strong and determined. That pass has been well intercepted. That's been drilled forward. Upamecano cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Now it's Olise. Dembele. That's very neat. Can he finish? Not out the best in the keeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Played towards the front line. Dembele. That's a good ball. Olise! That's really well manoeuvred. Al-Hamadi. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the half-time whistle. Have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
France have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. And the game has already resumed here. Digne. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Koundé. Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba shifted upfield. And it's Doué. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they can counter here. Tchouaméni gets it away. Digne. Doué. Koundé. Kone. Dembele. Thinks about the shot. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Dembele. Tchouaméni. Olise. Cleared without complication. Tchouaméni have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni gently done. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Iraq have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Keeper's dealt with that. That's good play. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And he's going direct. It's a loose ball. Out to the left it goes. Played into the box. He's cut it out. And the pass is intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Olise, Upamecano, Chouameni, Dembele, Chouameni, keeper's got good distance on that. That's a throw. IRAG are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Aim forwards. Saliba attempts a clearance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a clearance, but not much of one. It's run loose here. Olise. That's good running with the ball. And he shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And he's there to clear it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Digne. Olise. Danger averted for now. Digne. Wins the duel this time. Looking to break at pace. Can he latch on to this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that has been cleared.
Yeah, I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Koundé, who does have an assist to his name. Doué. Olise. And claimed it back swiftly. Dembele goes for the shot! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And that has been clubbed away. Al-Hamadi. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. Clears it away. That has been knocked clear. Moved on forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Turns and goes back. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's hoisted clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's tidy. Oh, it's played into the area. That'll be a corner. Tchouameni attempts a clearance. And he decides to cross it. Iraq have reclaimed it. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the player and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Digne looks to the other side. And it's Kone. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Big chance! Oh, terrific save. Punched away. Aim forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, denied at the last. Lofted upfield.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Doué. Olise. Doué. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dembele. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chouameni, gently done. Dembele, that's a nicely weighted pass. And it's played forward. Saliba, forwards and with intent. And it's Dembele. Showing good feet. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chouameni. Doué. Olise. It's Dembele! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It's really well cleared. And it's Chouameni. Excellent challenge there. Mbappe!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Dembele. Shoots! Oh, terrific save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Is onto it in a flash. Aim forwards. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Olise. Upamecano. Koundé. Moved on forwards. Chouameni. Played towards the other side. Olise could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got...
Doué! That has been knocked clear. And he goes cross-field. Olise. Olise's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Digne. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Digne. Chouameni. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kone. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Doué. Koundé. Upamecano. Kone. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Mbappe. And it's Dembele! They cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lovely feet. Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Mbappe. Can he latch on to this? Oh, it's Dembele. And the shot! He's put it wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that detail.
Iraq making consecutive changes here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Iraq clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Doué. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Saliba makes the interception. Olise. Koundé. Kone. Doué. And it's Dembele. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now that's well seen too. And back to the keeper they go. Saliba. Chouameni. Very nicely done. Proves too strong. Now it's Mbappe. Olise did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. Kone. Doué. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Olise. That has been cut short. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, such a clever touch. Now here's the delivery. Climbs up big! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
France can make their change now with a break in play.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
And it's played forward. Olise. Doué. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, there's a probing ball. That'll be a throw-in. Chouameni. Doué. That's an imaginative pass. And he's there to clear it. That is lovely. Koundé's cross. It's a mighty effort! Decent chance. That is a fine delivery.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Spread out to the left. Doué. And it's Dembele. Out to the left it goes. And here's Camavinga. Nice control. Al-Hamadi. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Chouameni. Olise. And here's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Mbappe! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Moved on forwards. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Kone. Doué. Dembele. He is through here. Climbs up big. And that's wide. And he cuts out the supply. Olise. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Dembele. And that's a good ball. Doué! Oh, it's come loose. And that has been cleared. And here's Olise. Clears it away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Tries a shot! It's there! They are getting horribly plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off them.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Kone. Olise. Kone. Dembele. Koundé. Kone. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And here's Olise. Doué. Played out to the right. Koundé's cross. It's a goal kick. France making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Koundé. Saliba. Chouameni. Camavinga tries to dink it through. Dembele's delivery. And out it comes again. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Koundé, aim forwards. Chouameni. Dembele. Camavinga. Camavinga, that's a delicate pass. And here's a shot! Oh, in he goes again! And that's past the post. Moved on forwards. Saliba cuts out the pass. Kone. Saliba. Chouameni. Saliba. And it's played forward. Camavinga looks to get on the end of this. Olise. Great work on the overlap. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's away. Big shapes to shoot! Aim forwards. And here's Mbappe. And it's Koundé. He's got away. Can he deliver? And it's played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And that's it. France, well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side, through their quality, almost obliged to win it. And like in 99% of cases, this is what happened.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Chers spectateurs, je voudrais avoir une petite pensée pour tous